And I was kind of telling just a little bit about my story. So I had already long ago fallen in love with baking. So then when I was 20 years old, a coworker invited me to a cooking demo, and I obviously loved it. And there was a little survey at the end, would you like to do something like this to earn income? And I was like, well, yeah, that's what I'll do. So I did that, and I did that for like a year and a half, but I was 20 years old, so I kind of, needless to say, you get a little distracted, and I had a lot to learn. And then 10 years ago, I started it again, and it's been so interesting the last 10 years because you guys have all been through it with us. We've gone from in-person to partly online to half online to all online. So it's been like really, really interesting and a learning experience to learn how to adapt with that. So, but I've loved it. Like I love learning all those things, and it is really fun, like to realize that you can still adapt and cook together like we are right now. So I've been just learning so much, and I actually, in the last couple of years, I've been really blessed. Like Kristen knows, I found a business networking group of women that are just, I mean, some of these women are really accomplished, so I'm able to learn a lot there. And I've actually been working with different business coaches that have helped me. So I've been learning, like it's forced me to grow as a person, and I just love that. It's like it kills all the birds with one stone. I get dinner done, do my business, and learn at the same time. So I'm like, how cool is that? Cover all those bases.
Well, in the online too, just the ease of being able to just sit together and not have to prep your home or prep the food or grocery shop, it just puts a whole nother layer of fun into it.
Yeah, there's no stress here about like, I have this square of my kitchen clean, but don't look at there. But yeah, the parties have adapted and evolved. So it's been really fun to learn. So I've been really excited to keep learning and growing and going more full time with my cooking parties. And I've been able to, I just think it's the coolest thing how you can grow something from nothing. And that first dollar you make from your own business is more satisfying than make $1,000 from somebody else. So yeah, it's just been really fun, and we are actually, Pampered Chef is always looking for people too if you ever know anybody interested and passionate about cooking like me. So let's get started with our recipe. So our featured recipe, you guys know already, is the high protein cheeseburger salad. So I am going to preheat. Behind us I have the deluxe air fryer and oven going. You can just stay there, Mom. So this guy is new. And on the top, if you can see, there's two parts. And on the top, Carrie, I think I have some background noise. Maybe I might mute.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm just gonna mute. There we go. So you guys can probably see on top and bottom there's two different sections. So the top is like a regular toaster oven, and then the bottom is an air fryer. So you can do like two things at once. So you can do your air fryer and baking at the same time and get like all your dinner parts at the same time. So I'm gonna preheat the top just to a toast, and you can pick your amount of slices. And what we're doing is we are taking just some hamburger buns. So it's like the cheeseburger theme. So we're gonna take just some regular hamburger buns. I happen to have hot dog buns. So we're just gonna slice these. Set that aside one sec. With a bread knife in like say 1/4 inch little, basically little strips. So ultimately this is gonna be like our little croutons for the top. Is anybody else doing the gluten-free right now? And you guys can use the chat too. I did it for a while, but I've kind of gotten back to I just try to be smarter about everything now, keep everything in balance. Okay, so let's throw that in and just toast these. And they don't have to be, we're going for the rustic. Okay. So then moving on, and this is gonna go really quick, you guys. So that's why I was thinking it would be a really fun summer family dinner recipe, or like it's perfect for single serves too. Even if you only have 1 or 2 people in your household, you just do your individual. So for the recipe, we are going to do, it's really like the classic cheeseburger flavor profile. So we're gonna take an onion, so a red onion. So this guy is the 1 cup prep bowl set. So these come in a set of 6, and they actually have little measure marks on them. So that's really handy. And they have lids if you ever have little bits of things. So for the onion, we're gonna do 2 different things with it. We're gonna take half of it and just make rings. So
I think it's on number 3.
Okay.
It says.
So for the slicing, I don't know about you guys, but it can be pretty tricky to get perfect slices just with a knife. So I love the mandolin for doing like a lot of onion slices, or I know, Mom, you guys use it for the potato slices, like for fish fries.
Right.
So we're gonna do a 3 thickness. So this guy is called the simple slicer mandolin, and it just has the 3 thicknesses. So it's just your basic slicing. And then this is what's really important. Use the safety guard, and always with this guy. And what's cool is you can just push your food on the prongs. Mom, would you mind checking if those are toasted? That toaster oven works so fast. It cooks a lot faster than regular ovens.
I think you probably take
Another couple minutes.
yeah.
So if you want to slice just half this, you can do
Okay.
that, and I'll set this for
And I'll
another
let
couple
you
minutes.
do that?
Yep. Oh, and I have something fun too. So this cutting board
Oh, yeah.
is actually part of the prep and store system. So this cutting board has little racks, and then there's 5-cup containers that you can put in there, and then you can zip through your food prep and just slide your ingredients. So you can do the onions and just slide them into
slide
one.
them in
Yeah,
one of
so
them.
just half the onion in slices.
Okay. Got my onion slice a little lopsided.
If you have a really giant onion, you might have to break it down a little. Perfect.
I would say that's probably
About half.
enough.
Yeah, that looks good because we're just going to do like
Yeah.
individual portions.
We'll
So we're just
pull
going to
this off.
set that aside for a moment.
And there we go.
That was pretty slick. You
Yeah.
just slid that right in there. Okay. So moving on, we are going to do half of it in the dice. So you guys, I'm thinking probably all recognize this. The food chopper. This is the classic food chopper. It's been around probably all 40 years. So
I think this is also on like the summer special right now.
yes. So actually,
I saw an email come across.
if you guys don't have the food chopper yet, it's actually on sale right now. It's normally $45 and it's only $35
Yeah.
right now. So we're gonna use it to just dice the other half of the onion. So all you have to do is break it down just into chunks that'll fit. And you can do this straight on a cutting board, or I kind of like to do it in the cap is also a cutting board, just because it keeps everything nice and tidy in there. And you guys can feel free to chime in at any point too. You don't have to stay muted.
the screen is going crazy.
Yeah, sorry to shake you guys.
Here we go.
I'll do just a little more. Okay.
We need
So
our
see
extra
how
stool.
that's really fine in there. Just a little bit more. Did you want to try it, Mom?
Yeah. Well,
Just
we
really-
should have done our stool on the outside so we're not stumping everybody.
Really go after it. There you go. I think that's good. It's kind of fun. Like if you have helpers in the kitchen, you can have them do it too.
Okay.
So the blades do rotate as you're pushing, so it gets everything cut and they don't get stuck in a chunks.
All right.
All right. Okay, and I did hear our toast.
Oh, it's toasty now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's extra toasty.
I'm falling down on my job.
So yeah, they're extra toasty, but
They're
we're gonna
severely
have
browned.
yeah. You guys, this toaster oven, it goes so fast. So the oven part of it, there's a little bit of a learning curve. I didn't realize it has an oven function, but like when you bake cookies, they normally take 12, 13 minutes. They seriously only take like 7 or 8 minutes. So you have to be aware of that when you start, which is great in the end. You can fix your craving that much faster, but you have to like really pay attention.
Well, and we've kind of learned from the couple of things we've done in here. Usually one of us stays on watch
You almost
back
have
there
to just
with
stand
it.
and watch
Yeah.
it. It's that fast. So it's one of the dinner shortcut helpers too. So just moving on then, we're going to do some tomatoes.
Okay.
This is a lot of the classic, and we can each kind of do one here, Mom.
Okay.
I'll do this knife and you can do that one. So you can do like quarters,
Okay.
and then we'll go through. So your best bet with the tomato is just having a good sharp knife. I have not found something that perfectly dices tomatoes for you, but your best defense is just one good sharp knife. And the one you have, Mom, is the utility knife. That's kind of my go-to.
Yeah.
It's a 5-inch.
Same for me.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Because there is a bigger chef knife, but that one's just kind of your go-to.
It's too much of a tool sometimes, but this 5-inch is wonderful.
Okay, so those go pretty quick with a good
Okay.
knife. And I always do a rustic chop and you're so dainty.
We'll take a couple of these down to match our
And
chops.
moving on, we're gonna do some ground beef. I actually did do ahead of time, just for time's sake. So you guys have probably seen this is the favorite, I think, Pampered Chef product of all time. This is the hamburger chopper. So this is, all I did was ground, not quite a pound of ground beef, and I chopped it up as I went with the mix and chop. And so I like it pretty fine like that.
I do too.
And then I know you guys were talking about the seasonings, just to give that beef a little something. My favorite seasoning maybe not my favorite, but one of my favorite go-tos is this seasoning salt. So it's a blend and it's just good for like all purpose, like veggies and meat. So I love that one. So that's what I used on here. So we have our meat going, which is totally done and cool. And then all we're gonna do from there is take our...
Can I grab our towel, please?
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
We're just gonna take, I might actually use that here. This is one of my favorite things ever too, is just the batter bowl. So almost any recipe I've pulled out to do for the last 20 something years, this is what I pull out to mix it in. It has the measure marks and the handle, and it has the lid, so if you have like your cookie dough, and you can keep it in the fridge. So we are just gonna take everything that we've worked on so far. We're gonna take the beef, and I always love to have these spatulas handy. These are the spatulas that the quality is just out of the park. They don't come apart, and they're heat safe, so you can actually use them in your non-stick cookware. So we're just gonna throw our beef in here. Did you eat dinner, Mom? Are you hungry?
I had a little bit of salad,
Oh, okay.
so I'm ready for sampling.
Did it have protein in it?
It had just a little bit of chicken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this guy is actually the 8-inch saute pan. It's the non-stick classic signature. And these, you can actually, they reformulated it. So you can throw these in a dishwasher, and you can actually even use metal utensils on these. And if you want, this is what's really fun. You can take off the handle and use this to bake something in. So they're really versatile. Like I've even used this in the little toaster oven.
And for storage too.
Yeah,
that
it
makes a
makes
big
it a lot
difference.
easier.
Yeah.
So I think we get to use the food chopper again here. We're going to take the pickles,
Okay.
this amount, that's for our next step.
Okay.
And we're just gonna chop those with the food chopper. So it's a half a cup of pickle slices. So I actually used, it calls for dill pickle slices, but I had some of those Dave's Sweet Heat
Oh, yeah,
pickles
yeah.
that you get at Costco that everybody loves. I thought that would add a little dimension to the recipe.
There are a lot of people that like those.
So we're gonna chop those real quick. That's really easy. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely classic cheeseburger.
It smells
You smell it already?
like the fresh cheeseburger coming off the griddle.
Okay, onion, pickle, ketchup, mustard. So
Do we put the onion in?
I'm just reading down my recipe, so
Okay.
you do not have to memorize recipes to be a consultant. So let's just read down a recipe, double check everything here. So we are taking the other half of the diced onion in with this, not the slice, but the diced. The sliced, you could set it aside because that's all going to go on top of our salad.
Okay, that can go over here. Get the big ones out. And then put it in.
Yeah. And if there's a couple bigger
Yeah.
chunks, we can keep it with
We can
the
put that
slices
with
for-
those, yeah. Here we go.
So these containers they hold a lot of food. So it's handy if you are doing your food prep for the week. It makes you feel like you have your stuff together. If you have your prepped containers of your celery, your carrots, all the onions that you use a lot, and you can just keep them in your fridge throughout the week and have that ready to go. So
These are also wonderful, like when you're preparing Thanksgiving or something where you've got stuffing ingredients, where you've got celery and onion and
Yes,
the giblets and everything.
yeah, so you
It's
just-
great for that.
grab that. There's a lid out of the fridge, and it's like the ready-made ones in the store, but you do that yourself and save all that money.
It's like the little deli counter.
Yeah, so let's just run through and make sure we have everything in the beef mixture. So it is the onion, pickle, ketchup, mustard. So we're doing it is a 3/4 cup of ketchup. So this guy is the measure all cup. That's what I use for the ketchup because this is the best way to use it. It measures liquid and dry ingredients, but the best favorite way is for these sticky things like mayo, peanut butter. So ketchup, you just push it down to the 3/4 measure, and then you just push. Ooh, almost gotcha. And then that's it. You don't have to fuss with scraping peanut butter. I know some of those recipes like we did with Granny Gloria used peanut butter in the cookies. So that's what I always use.
Mm.
And then mustard, I upgraded to Grey Poupon. I do like this as opposed
I
to
do
just
too.
the
Yeah,
the
very much
American
so.
style, but just
Almost in anything.
whatever mustard you like. So we're doing a tablespoon of the mustard. So this is our tablespoon set, and these are fun because if you need to, you can set them and they stay flat for you. So tablespoon, and yeah, you can start mixing that up. Thank you. Okay, so this is all going to come together really quick. So beef mixture, and then just let's read through and make sure we don't forget anything. Okay, so the next step. Oh, you know what? There's one more step. We're gonna make a fun dressing, a super fast fun dressing, and then we're gonna serve and present this.
So should we set this aside while
Yeah,
we do dressing?
so that's our beef
Okay.
mixture, kind of like your hamburger mixture, like a hamburger in a bowl. Okay, so this is optional, but obviously if you have a favorite dressing, you can use it, but this dressing is a high protein dressing, so you can add even more. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, it can actually be a little challenging. Like if you see how much protein you're supposed to get in a day, it can kind of be a little hard. So any little bit helps. So for the dressing, we're gonna use, of course, another super quick shortcut. This guy is the new electric twist and chop. We're always wanting to say twist and shout, but but this is just basically a super simple food processor, just really basic. which is actually what makes it great because it's not like a big bulky thing to get out. So it's just the 3 parts. So it's the lid and the blade.
You know, this is so, what I love about this is you get these Cuisinarts, but it's like lifting a child around.
Yeah,
they're so
they're
massive.
And I guess that's fine if you're doing huge amounts, but most of the time just for little dinner things, you just need a little bit. You pull out my handy power tower that my 25-year-old saved my life with. This,
That is pretty cool.
yeah, especially when I'm showing all my electrics. So this is all we're doing for the dressing ingredients.
Oh, okay.
So I was keeping, it uses cottage cheese. I'm keeping that cold. I'm gonna grab that. I was just a little nervous to leave that out in a warm day. So it is a ½ cup of cottage cheese, because if you guys see the recipe that I send you, I'm doubling the recipe because I don't know, we like a lot of dressing.
We
right?
do, yeah.
So a ½ cup of cottage cheese, and just whatever kind of cottage cheese you like.
Oh, this is an interesting dressing.
Yeah, I keep feeling like it'll be like a Thousand Island type thing, so
A
we'll
little
have to
bit,
kind of compare.
yeah.
So cottage cheese, and then 4 tablespoons of ketchup.
And do you still have
I'll
your
just grab my-
tablespoon? Yeah.
Tablespoon here. So 1, 2, 3,
Can't wait to try this one.
4. And it should get even more interesting because we're gonna add some pickle and pickle juice too.
And then this is where these go in?
Yes. So
Okay.
we're doing like 6 pickle slices and then 2 teaspoons of the juice.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna drop in there. And then
Just the
a
milk.
little milk, just to thin it. Honestly, I kind of like my dressings a little thinner, more on the thinner side, but we'll see where we're at and kind of go from there. I don't know if you guys saw that, but this is a little mini measuring cup for like 1/4 cup or tablespoons, and you can just look down and read. So
That
I
little
love
guy
that
is so handy.
for little bits. Okay, so we're just going to, this is super sensitive. We're just gonna let this go. You can see it's moving up and down. Let's take a look and see where we're at. And I don't know if you guys could hear me, but the blade actually moves up and down to circulate everything. So it's really fun. So it is a little on the chunky side, so I'm gonna let it go just a little longer. But we're talking about like seconds here.
That looks pretty good.
What do you think? Should we give it a little taste?
Let's do.
There's actually a little, you could use that, or there's a little fork over there
Oh,
for
I
you.
see it.
And I could be inelegant and use my finger.
Wow. That is, I love it.
A lot going on there.
Yeah, it is. It's almost like, more like a remoulade.
Oh yeah, you get that pickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be really good on a salad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is what you're really good at, the presentation and serving.
All right.
Okay, there is one more really, really important thing, cheese.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's critical.
cheeseburger salad. So I always get blocks of cheese just because it's so much cheaper, and it's not the only reason to get blocks instead of pre-shredded. When you grate it yourself, it melts a lot better because it doesn't have that coating that stops it from melting together. So you can use this guy. I usually just use it like this. This is the microplane coarse grater. And this is just a full cup if you're doing like a full 4 servings, but we're just gonna do enough for you and I.
Okay.
Tell me when is enough cheese.
Just finish the block.
You're kind of quiet there.
Yeah. And then save the last little nibble.
Okay,
the
I'll just
last
keep
little
going.
nibble for testing.
But what's fun about this, that's an extra sharp cheddar. What's fun about this guy is you can, I don't know if you could see that, you push and fold, and you can do it straight over a bowl too, if you just want to do your cheese straight into a bowl. So, I believe it's time to put this all together.
Okay.
So, if you want, Mom, there's 2 serving bowls over there.
Okay.
And you can kind of set yours there. I could get that out of the way for you, that plate, if you want this dish. And we'll keep some lettuce for you. Oh, you know what we need that's
What's
really
that?
important? Salad choppers.
Oh yeah.
So, our layers is going to be lettuce on the bottom, and then we're going to layer everything. So let me grab our salad
Are
choppers.
we going to do like little ribbons of the romaine?
Exactly.
Okay.
So what you can do, these guys are called the salad choppers. Honestly, I usually use them for like shredding up meat. Like if you do a pork roast in the slow cooker, you can just drop that into the slow cooker and chop it all up in there so you don't have to make a mess and burn your hands. Or like if you do shredded chicken, a lot of times you need shredded chicken for a recipe. You can throw your chicken breasts in the pressure cooker, have them done and cooked, and chop them up right in there. So it's all done right in there. So that's what I usually use these for, but we're actually going to use the salad choppers for salad.
Another
this
thing I
time.
love those for is if I like to do like the vegetable beef soup in the
Yeah.
winter. I'll do the beef in big chunks and then I'll just reach in there with that
Oh, okay.
before
Break
I
down
put the veggies
beef.
in and break it down.
So this is romaine lettuce, so I just kind of have it stacked together, and we're just gonna move along here. So you can do it like this, or you could have all your lettuce in a bowl. And I'll give you a stack here. We need 2 of these. So these guys do actually even have a lifetime guarantee, which is pretty impressive. So here, I'll give you a little stack.
Okay. And do the same over here?
Yeah. So if you're doing this for a family, you could do one big family size serving bowl, but I thought we could just each do our own little individual servings here. So it's going to be lettuce, and then our beef mixture. So the beef mixture had that ketchup, mustard, pickle in there. Just lay a little of that on top. Do you ever usually use the salad choppers for salad, or is it mostly
You know,
meat?
mostly I use it for so many other things. You know, like even if you're cutting up spaghetti, if you have spaghetti for
the
kids,
yeah.
I'll just reach in and chop up our linguine or
Yeah.
a fettuccine or
Get
something.
it into little bite
It's
sizes.
just the perfect way to get it into bite-sized pieces for them.
And you can hold it that way, or you can hold it like
Either way,
this.
That one?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oops, I just got meat on me.
For some reason, I always gravitate to this one.
Want me to put your meat on for you?
Certainly.
Okay. We're just piling that. And you can use this for lunch tomorrow if you can't eat it all.
Yeah.
Okay, and then this is where it gets really serious, decorating with everything. So we have our cheese, tomato, onion. So we can put a little cheese on.
A little or a lot.
That's not very much. I think I need to do like
Yeah.
you. Okay, and
No.
this is where our onion rings come back
Oh,
in.
okay.
This is one of the main things I did when I was doing that paleo diet. I would do like a salad, like instead of a BLT, you would have a BLT salad. So
And I actually made up a BLT salad that
Did you?
is
With
so
it?
amazing. It's with arugula.
I was just gonna say, I bet there was something special about
Yeah.
it.
And it's become one of my go-tos for the summertime.
Grab your tomatoes,
Okay.
and then some of our croutons. Just for a little crunch. So when I was doing that paleo diet, one of the things I missed the most was a little crunch.
I know.
Like fried chips and things. So if you could find like a gluten-free, some kind of bread that you could do, if you are doing gluten-free. But there's our croutons, and then
This is really pretty.
if you, let's think about our dressing. So
Okay.
I know if you're gonna eat your salad later, you should probably dress it later, but we can probably dress just a little,
Yeah,
just a little corner maybe.
a sampler.
Try and get you hooked up here with a little. And that
Yeah,
is a
this
rich,
is like this is a crossover between Thousand Island and Ramelade.
oh yeah, like you would do for almost like fried fish or something, or shrimp.
Yeah, it has all the elements that would be amazing with fried fish.
Okay, so this is where it gets serious. We have to do our taste test. So here we go.
Here we go.
Cheeseburger salad.
Cheeseburger cheers.
April gives a thumbs up. Okay, so let's do our quick little taste test and then
Okay.
get ready to wrap this up. I want to get a little of the meat
I
and
know,
the
I want to
dressing,
get a little of everything. And a little onion.
tomato. Okay. That's perfect for a summer meal because you're getting all that light, crisp, cool veggies. But for a meal, you do have to have that protein too. So this is perfect. So I'm excited about this.
This is really good. It's wholesome, it's pretty, and it's refreshing.
Yeah. Okay. So I hope you guys, I'll send you the recipe and I can't wait to hear if you guys try this. But in the meantime, just real quick, while you guys are still here, I was going to tell you a couple really exciting things happening right now. There is actually, I'm going to try to do a screen share here. I mentioned the food chopper. Let me get to my right spot here. Okay, so the food chopper is actually on sale right now. And then you guys probably know this is my business and I love what I do. And if you ever decide you want to host a party, there is some hostess perks, that kind of thing where you get free goodies and discounted goodies for hosting. And it's not like it used to be. All you would have to, you don't have to clean your house and have a home party. All you'd have to do is invite some friends back to a Zoom here. And otherwise, I'd love to see you guys back here. I do this every week. So like April's been here several times and we do a different theme every week. So the next one will be 2 weeks from now because I actually have a trip in the meantime. And yeah, so we are going to do a door prize drawing. And I mentioned to some of you guys, I would absolutely love to get your feedback. So for that, if we could just like 2 minutes here, that little pink slip of paper. And you guys, we can totally unmute you guys too. We're all done here, we're just chatting. So just little quick 5-question survey for the feedback. And then you can do this, you can either just tell me or you can put it in the chat. So I ask how many do you usually cook for? 1 to 2, 3 to 4, or more than that. Carrie, you're probably
3 to 4.
3 to 4. Kristen, what are you? 2. Okay. April, are you 3?
3 to 4, yeah.
Cooking 3 to 4. You guys all have plenty of cooking to do. And then here's an A, B, C, or D question. What statement best describes your cooking personality? A, I love trying new recipes. And you can answer more than one. B, I just need to get something on the dinner for my family ASAP. C, I love baking for relaxation. Or D, I am so busy I rarely even in my kitchen.
I would say A, B, and D.
A, B, and D?
I kind of go through cycles.
Yeah.
I probably cook more during the school year than I do during the summer, just because summer's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that
I
makes
end up
sense.
cooking more on the weekends because the week is so crazy. I cook more on the week. Like on Sunday, sometimes I'll cook all day.
Is the cooking day, and then you have it.
Yeah.
What about you, Kristen?
I don't see, like, not very often, or hardly see my kitchen or something.
You what?
What was that about? Hardly see.
Hardly see my kitchen.
Oh yeah, I'm so busy. I'm rarely even in my kitchen.
Either that, or I do like baking. So seasonally,
Baking?
I'll be baking.
Cool.
And then I do kind of like what Carrie said. It just goes in cycles.
Yeah.
I'll like go a couple weeks where I'm making stuff all the time, and then I'm kind of like, okay, I'm done cooking for
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Like, you're supposed to be a good cook, and I haven't cooked for 2 weeks.
Right. I'm like,
Or making muffins for me. Or something.
April, where are you at? Trying new recipes? I just have to get something on the table. I love baking, or I'm so busy I'm rarely even in my kitchen.
I'm a combination of A and B. I like
Okay.
to try new recipes, but there are some nights where we just gotta get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally feel you. That's totally how it usually goes, because sometimes you're in the mood to cook, and sometimes you got too much else on your mind. I think the
I think
steam
your
from the onions is
I know. I just noticed the same thing.
I'm steaming, so I'm sitting right over the.
But I don't know why. It just hit me too.
Oh, I'm really not crying. Oh, it's happy tears, really. Okay, so then it keeps getting me. So then, how do you feel about meal planning? A, I'm on top of it, or B, I could use some help.
sometimes I plan
Not
out
always.
maybe like 2 or 3 meals, and then I'll kind of go for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of all over the place
I
with
think
that
pretty
too.
good at planning
Do ya?
meals. Yeah, we try. I mean, there are some weeks where it falls apart, but we try to sit down as a collective on like Sunday and figure out what we're gonna do for the week, and then I'll get up Monday morning, go get all the stuff, and then there we go.
That's awesome. So you kind of do it like on a weekly basis.
That's
We
a lot
try.
more than a lot of people do. It's
Yeah.
like, for me, I just kind of go get something and,
On your main
Yeah.
Sunday cooking day.
yeah.
Kristen, where are you at with?
I know how to meal plan, like I have in the past, but these days it's like a text message like, hey, what do you want for dinner? And I'm stopping at the grocery store for whatever, 3 or 4 things.
Yeah.
Quick, we eat a lot of like the rotisserie chickens.
Oh, okay.
In the hot case.
Yeah.
I end up using a lot of that stuff, even though of course doing my own roast chicken is better, but it's not happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, those are really good because you can make tons of things out of it too. Get the pre-made chicken and then make salad or something out of it.
Well, and it's so easy just to do. I've even done the rotisserie chicken and then a nice Caesar salad kit.
Yeah, put it
It's a
together.
great, yeah.
Yes, Costco saves the day.
Yep.
And then on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the most, how important is eating healthier? I'm probably at like a 4.
Yeah, that's how I am too.
Yeah.
Same. We do our best, but you
Yeah.
know, every once in a while, Papa John's pizza just
Yeah.
hits the spot.
I think we're all on the same page
Yeah.
there. Like no perfection, but we're conscious. And then, Mother, I already know your answer. On a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the most, how much do you enjoy entertaining?
That's way up there.
I would say we do it on occasion. We just had a big family thing on the 4th, so we really like to, but then we have to clean our whole house.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And that's bigger than cooking for the occasion. That for me.
Yeah, the cooking's no problem once you get to that.
Yeah.
It's all
That's the fun part. Yeah.
April, do you do a lot of entertaining?
Yeah, I'm probably
Do you?
about a 3 to 4. I like doing it, but it is a lot of work.
Yeah, it just depends. Like if you don't have anything else to do at all,
Yeah.
you can. Kristen, do you do much entertaining?
Really don't.
Yeah. And there is no right or wrong answers. It's one of those things. It's a
Which way you lean.
Yeah.
I like to attend.
yeah. That's.
There you go.
I found that if you cook for somebody, you can magically get them to show up.
That's right.
I'm very good at that.
Who is very good at that?
I can bring wine.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, that's the other secret. And then the second last question is there any products you've seen that you're interested in hearing more about? What was your favorite from tonight?
I'm interested in the salad shear things. I have a couple of the other things that you have, and then I think, oh, I should get that out. And I haven't
yeah.
used it in a while, but I've never had the salad shear thing. I think we would use those.
Yeah, I think you'd really appreciate it too. It just really puts a lot of task at ease.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think the little, I don't remember, did you call them serving bowls or something like that? But they
Oh,
use
these
the-
little guys.
The little dishes with the lids. Those-
This
I
one?
like those.
the prep bowls, I think. Is
There we
that?
go.
These
Yes.
are great. And they're in
I like
actually
those.
3 sizes.
Yeah, there's a set of the 1 cup, or there's 2 cups or 3 cups. So. Yeah.
They've been really bad about cutting up way too many veggies, and then they just don't make it.
Yeah.
Right, like.
I'll cut up the whole onion, eat half of it, and then the other half just, I don't know.
Oh, I know. It's hard to
It's
use
sad.
up amounts perfectly.
This is a good answer for that.
Well, I noticed
Right.
these actually come with lids that have a little vent, exactly like your produce store does. You know how sometimes you do the produce store keeps the humidity better? These are like little individual produce drawers. So if you do prep your onions, it should stay for like the whole week in these.
And isn't there a tray in one of these
Yeah.
that it'll lift stuff out that has juices?
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a little tray you can set. Like if you chop up some juicy tomatoes, they won't sit in their juices because that's a big killer of the freshness if they sit in their juices. Or like fresh pineapple.
Or
Yeah.
even berries.
Oh yeah, the berries that
would
get
be-
real juicy
yeah.
on you, strawberries. Or all right, did we get everybody's favorite? April, Carrie, Kristen. Kristen, did you say your favorite?
I was gonna say I have the batter bowl, and like you said, it's like I don't even know how many years old. I love that thing.
Me
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
You know what I love as much as this? You know those silicone bowls where it's 3 sizes?
Oh yeah, there's a.
I reach for those as often as I do that.
She's talking about there's a silicone prep bowl set that they're like squeezable, so you can measure stuff too and microwave in them. All right. So, and then the last question, and you can just put in the chat or not, and I just asked, would you tell your friends about our products for us? So I'm not quite big enough to have a billboard on I-255 yet, so my business relies on word of mouth. So that's just, if you guys would, the greatest gift you can give me is a referral. So would you tell your friends about us?